Good morning. Continuing our look at Psalm 15, we pick up again in verse 2. I want to remind you of the context here. It's about taking inventory of the kind of life that makes for a true worshiper, somebody who can dwell on God's holy hill, is the picture that the psalmist gives. So in verse 2 we read, he who walks blamelessly and does what is right, kind of a large ethical idea, and now some specifics, and we mentioned yesterday, one who speaks truth in his heart, who does not slander with his tongue. Verse 3 continues, who does not slander with his tongue and does no evil to his neighbor, nor takes up a reproach against his friend. Let's take those two lines. And does no evil to his neighbor, and nor takes up a reproach against his friend. Somebody who's in relationship with people, neighbors, friends, people that you are in your social sphere, that you choose to live in verbal and relational health with them. You're not backstabbing, you're not gossiping, you're not imputing motives to them. You're not, as the NIV says, casting a slur on a fellow man, meaning you're not speaking against them. But even think about this, casting a slur on them. We're all fallible people. You know, when we live in relationship with people, as neighbors and friends, we get to know people better. And as we get to know people better, we get to know the great things about them better. We also get to know their foibles, their mistakes, their sin better. And as we get to know all those pieces better, what happens is we can perseverate about those negative things. We can think and give more airtime to those pieces that rub us the wrong way. And we can speak to others. We might even speak condescendingly towards that person. Not correctively, not in a way that's enhancing their life, but in a way that just tears them down. We can highlight another's trouble in that way, or maybe they're going through a difficult time and we're not being benevolent and gracious and landing in love and peace with them. So the encouragement from these verses is that if you're going to be a holy worshiper, then you're going to be the kind of person that lives in your horizontal relationships in a way that is made for peace and love, rather than a way that's made for hostility, because you're going to then approach your vertical relationship with God consistent with that horizontal relationship with one another. May the Lord bless you as you think through these things today.